So now we got our layers kind of set up. We got to finish up a couple more layers here. First one that we're going to talk about is we got to do our level layers. So I'm going to highlight everything on the first floor. So I got everything highlighted there. Add a new layer. Instead of LO foundation, I'm going to go LO underscore first floor. And then I'm going to go to my over here. I highlighted everything. I have to now make that a component. First floor. And then its current tag is untagged. I'm going to put that on first floor layer. So now if I come down here, just like I did with that foundation, turn it on and off. First floor, turn it on and off. And my last one here, I'm going to take these two, the two roofs, make a component, call it roof. Okay. Make a new layer. Call it LO underscore roof. Grab that component and put that on the LO underscore roof layer. Now, what I just did was I made components out of a bunch of components. So if I wanted to edit this roof now, I'd have to double click. Now I'm inside the roof layer, and then I'd have to double click again to edit this component inside this roof layer, if that makes sense. Click out twice. So there's two levels of components now that we have to go into. You saw I dealt with some of that on the bed. So now I got my layers created. There's my 3 level layers. I can still turn off my gable roof or my hip roof inside of that. If I want to. I can turn off individual layers inside of there, but this is giving me that view control that I'm really looking for. So we're turning off the gable roof right now because we're only going to do a hip roof. You can pick to do the gable roof, I'm fine with that. I'm fine either way. Now we got our layers set up, it's time to start talking dimension. So the basic dimensions, first of all, is going to be on this first floor, all these walls and all of these windows and doors. So I am going to turn off my layer of my roof. I am going to come here and I'm going to turn off my appliances, my fixtures, those are in plumbing. So I could do a plumbing layer that would turn off all that too. I am going to turn off, I'm going to leave my cabinets on for right now. Turn off appliances, turn off furniture. I'm actually going to turn those fixtures back on. So it gives me a good understanding of where everything is. And I can start my dimensioning process. So this is going to be a floor plan. And I'm going to turn off my walls for a minute. See that? How it looks pretty close to the same. I actually leave my walls on for a minute. go to my scenes. I'm going to look straight down at this. I see a little bit of foundation coming around here, so you can see I'm going to take care of that. I want to make sure I'm parallel projection. Object layer foundation. Now I just have my floor plan. Looks pretty good. And I'm ready to start managing this. So I am going to make a scene out of this. And actually I'm going to make a new tag. Now, this is those special layers, SP. SP underscore dimension underscore first floor. Okay, and I'm going to click the little pencil right here. What that pencil is going to do is make that layer active. So now anything I draw on this layer is going to go automatically on that layer. Dimensions. Get my overall dimension. Get my overall dimension here. .29 by 40. Now comes a little bit of the trick. So we got to get to the center of each of these walls. Remember, I'm still on the dimension layer. I'm just drawing from wall to wall. Sometimes you got to pull this around a little bit to get it to follow you. And you can see the process I'm working with here. So what I'm going to let you do is work around dimensions. I'm going to pause the video and I will show you the dimensions at the end of this video so that you know where you're going. Alright, so I got the dimensions done, so I'll show you kind of where we're going. So here we dimensioned from the outside wall to this inside wall. For this little closet, we wanted to dimension the depth of the closet. Next piece, we went from wall center to wall center for this entryway. Kitchen, wall center to wall center. Bathroom, wall center to wall center. Then we finished it out, and we had a big overall dimension. We can bring that down now. Coming over here to the right hand side, dimension from exterior of exterior wall to the center of the interior. Same thing here, we got to catch that bathroom wall in the middle. So we want to know how big that dimension is. We catch this wall. We go through for our closet wall. And then we catch this overall. The one I didn't do yet was the overall dimension of the whole house there. On the bottom of the house, we're just going to catch this wall. I can catch this wall from up here. So we're going to go outside to center from the bottom there. We do have to get this wall right here. I missed that wall. So midpoint there to exterior dimension. And now we got that. Over here on the left hand side, overall for this, or exterior to interior, or center to center of the closet. Center of the closet to center of this entry wall, and then to the outside exterior again. And there we have all of our walls dimensioned. Again, we put them we were on this dimension layer. So if I take this, I put these last couple dimensions on the incorrect layer. Apply current tag to selection. All of those should be on that layer now. If I go to click the eyeball, I can't turn it off. I just got to click on edit another layer. And then I can make sure that I can turn all those off. And that is dimensioning your walls. Before we do anything here, I'm going to make sure I'm in top view, make sure I'm in parallel projection. And you're going to have a bunch of scenes down here, but we want to save this view. So I'm going to go Shift and Z for zoom extents. Get everything on the screen. And I'm going to, right below my views here, you're going to have a bunch here. I deleted mine. I'll show you how to delete yours in a second. You're going to hit Add Scene. Scene 1 is called First Floor. Or we can go Floor Plan. And all my typing errors, that's because I don't know how to type. I apologize for that. If I want to delete this scene, I just click on the scene and hit delete here. But what the scene does is it captures everything. Every layer that's on, every layer that's off, every dimension that's on, whatever is there is what this scene will come back to. So let's make an elevation quick. You can see these are all my dimensions, so I want to turn those off. And I'm going to go to Untagged Layer so I can work with this. Turn those dimensions off. Turn on the roof. Make a new scene. And this scene 2, oh, I see one other thing I want to turn off. I want to turn these axes off. Now, I'm going to update that scene. Do nothing and save changes. Come on. So, this scene is called South Elevation. So if I go here, this is East Elevation. If I go up here, make a new scene. That is West Elevation. Go up here, make a new scene. North Elevation. In scenes, you don't want to make too many. Like, I know that everything's done on these elevations here, but I wouldn't want to make too many here until I actually have everything set up. So now, when I go back to South Elevation, I'm there. When I go to North Elevation, all my dimensions are there, but they're not here. So it's kind of nice. So that's how you set up your scenes and get your dimensioning done. Good luck.